But we have one,
Oh.
2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, folks, and we will be off. We'll see if Kai and Owen can hold this P1 and P2 here, folks. We'll try and get...
Owen getting a very good start over Kai, at least in the first part. Second part seems to keep it strong over Kai. Into turn 1 we go.
And Kai with the better race 9 here, one into turn 1. But Rapid Owen is there. He's made himself on track, P1, and actually gets a very, very exit out of turn 1 and takes P1 away from Kai on the opening of the session. As the squad, Smokey has been disqualified from the session, parked in a dangerous location, so he wasn't off the starting grid. But nonetheless, we do have Blurp and Harv going through the first DRS zone area, and Harv taking the outside line over Blurp and coming ahead on track. We're getting really bad angles here, folks. I do apologise. Yes. As we do see,
the car in front of
Red Panda and Ramo actually, I'm not sure if they made contact or going into that previous corner, but they do spin around, folks, and a bit of a shame here for Ramo. Yeah, pretty good opener here from young Blurp, but I want to stick on board here with Kai Parker and Rapid Owen. These guys are only as a 10th between them. Rapid Owen taking a very, very defensive line going for the bus stop chicane. We do see Rabble 1 and Brazen Gaming making slight contact here, and actually Rabble 1 and Brazen Gaming are actually in the wall.
Trying to force Brazen Gaming off, it seems.
Not too sure what happened there. We did see the tail end of it here, but we'll have a look after the session, folks.
I was able to get a full look at that. It didn't look nice, but I'll send the clip afterwards. I don't need to talk about it now. What I do talk about is Cargo putting on Rapid Owen up at Ridge Rally onto Campbell Straight. He's got a really good run over Rapid Owen, but he can't make the most of it. He's actually stuck behind him for now.
He is trying to use that slipstream as much as he can, but we'll see who is on the brakes later. We do have Kai Parker comes out ahead across on the inside here off Rapid Owen, and on track he does get that position back. But this is the lap where the DRS will be activated at the end.
We actually see a train now here between Blurp.
I was going to say, actually, Blurp's done a terrific job here, actually catch up with Rapid Owen and Kai Parker. Now, it may be due to those two drivers and having the battle.
And Rapid for the pit lane, so Red
Harv,
Panda finds way up to P8 already.
Yeah, good result here from Red Panda on the opening start of the stint here of Belgium Grand Prix. We do see Rapid Owen going for a move here over Kai Parker using the DRS advantage, folks.
Check ball going for a move on Yeet Nana as well on the same straight. Red Panda getting 50 penalty going up over Ridge Radion. Check ball colliding with Yeet Nana under braking. Seemed to be a bit of understeer.
Yeah, there's a contact between check ball and I believe that might have been Yeet Nana and I. And it has spun check ball around.
When a driver is spun, the car doesn't ghost because it's in the rules. Make sure to read those. And Harv's actually now nearly got himself into this train between Blurp, Kai Parker and Rapid Owen. What it is for check ball.
It is what it is.
For Titch, because Titch, he's getting close enough to make this move on Camel Street if he keeps the pace up. Thought you could also make a move on Camel Street. Kai Parker just battling and battling for this lead.
I was going to see Yeetan and I got a pretty bad exit here on the final corner, but so did Titch, so they may save Yeetan and I for the time being. But Titch will have DRS on DRS zone number 2. Speaking of DRS numbers 2, we are approaching a rouge here, folks. Second ball here with Blurp and see if Kai Parker does go for a move here across Rapid Owen. There is two attempts.
Such overspeed over Yeet Nana that he nearly had to go for the move at Ready On, but
and Rapid Owen, I was going to say Rapid Owen may actually find himself here losing 2 positions, but Blurp did hold back and actually stuck in behind and taking P3 at the moment. But Kai Parker got a position over Rapid Owen. So Blurp has actually found himself in an awkward position. To be honest, he can't really go for the dive bomb in front of these 2 drivers without potentially causing an incident. But
do that.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Take a look at his ERS compared to Owen's. Owen has such an ERS advantage, and I don't think it's that Owen's holding off. I think he just knows that he wasn't able to break the DRS onto lap 3, so now he's stuck in this train regardless. With the gap, I believe he's been heavily affected by that dirty air. Just can drop out of this train for P1.
Now we did see Ramo actually did opt in the pit a little bit early on lap 5 to get on the hards, and he's found himself coming out ahead of Vossi and Rabo 1. But it's not an ideal spot to come in. He's one of those fresh hards, but they're cool. They're very, very cold, and against the warm tire compounds of Vossi and Rabo 1, he's lost 2 positions and found himself down in the P12. But he is playing the long game here, folks, with that early pit stop.
Swapping positions, but Blurp's managed to keep up. He's actually kept the pit as well.
Blurp's opted in actually to go in the pit lane, which I think is actually quite intelligent. Now, depending, we'll see where he actually comes out here. He could potentially go for an undercut off those cars in front.
However, if he comes out in traffic, that's not going to be great.
Yeah.
Vossi battling with Rebel 1 now. Vossi making contact with Rebel 1. Rebel 1's been forced off track. It doesn't seem like Rebel's got any major damage at least.
But with that, there's strat we have do you see Ramo actually moving up one position and capitalizing on that. They're coming out of the pit lane ahead.
Just ahead of Checkball.
Just ahead of Checkball here. So
Checkball will get the overtake done on him onto Camel Straight, I assume, just because he has warmer tyres. And the RS.
the Checkball is on the soft compounds at the moment in time, but so they shouldn't last much longer. Yeah, they're 3 lap older, but it's not a massive difference in comparison. So Ramo actually might find it a little bit difficult to get past Vossi.
Ramo go for the move, but No Name sticks his nose in. Very clearly tried to go for a move, but can't make it work. Vossi with a much better exit. Obviously, Poo on here now. Ramo again with another better exit. He's going to try and go around the outside now, which will become the inside from the chicane. It will become the outside again if he can't clear Yeetnana. Not Yeetnana, Vossi. Vossi actually backing out. And so Ramo gets the P10 over Vossi. A very, I guess, intelligent move. He stuck his nose.
Yeah, very, very, very intelligent here from
mistake.
Ramo. And I think that was he put the pressure on Vossi in front and just sticking his nose out ever so slightly and just making Vossi aware, like, I'm here. I'm going for a move.
Now going for the move on the lead over Kai Baka. Kai Baka just sticking back in behind. Obviously, they're DRS training each other. That could negate Blup's entire undercut.
It really could. It really could. But we'll see here how this plays out. I would say in the next 2 laps we'll see both Rabbit on.
He's battling his time penalty, but it's not the shortest pit lane either.
Kai's pitted. Kai has been in the pit. We'll stick on board here with Blurb to see if he's made up enough time to get out ahead of Kai.
He definitely has. Kai hasn't even put on his new tyres.
Yeah, he definitely has. He will get out ahead. Now the thing is, if Kai's put on the soft compounds, okay. We'll see.
He's only got to do 7-6 laps on them.
Yeah, it should be fine. Now,
and Blup does come out just ahead of Kai. Kai will get a bit of a boost on time, but now Kai's come out behind Titch as well, it seems. Nope. Titch just not quick enough to get ahead of Kai.
Just not quick enough, just slightly behind here, but pretty good result here for young Blurb.
To move on Ramo in the background, you didn't see, but Ramo is now going to make a move on Rabble with the DRS. Rabble flashing for ERS. He's deployed so much to keep up with Rabble. Ramo?
Yeah, Rabble is on about 12% ERS, but Ramo does get that move done and dusted here with the DRS and ERS advantage. A little bit of a snap here on the exit of the previous corner. Unsettles the car ever so slightly, but he does manage to save it, but that'll bring Rabble back in contention here for this P9 spot.
You get paid dividends at the end of the race.
It's really
Blup
good now.
and Kai will come out ahead of Owen, but what's the gap going to be?
And Titch is in the pit as well.
Titch paying off the 8 lap mediums. And Rapid Owen comes out 1.9 seconds behind Blup. That's actually gone to 2.5 seconds now. So, obviously that undercut from both drivers working heavily. And Kai's now going to go for the move on Blup for the lead.
He is indeed. He's using that DRS. Has the ERS activated as well. Gets that position done and dusted. And Blurb actually almost potentially clips the inside here if he didn't hit those brakes a little bit harder. And does come out on top here for young Kai. And already Kai's created a 1 second gap to himself and Blurb. And now Rapid Owen will be right after Blurb as well.
We see Rapid Owen. He's actually right on the rear end of Blurb here.
He really is. And actually, Rapid Owen just at a proper sector 3 here, so he will definitely be going for this move here over Blurb as they go to.
Might even try to go for an O-Rouge Radion. That's how close they are.
And there is slight contact between Rapid Owen and actually Blurb, but Rapid Owen will come out ahead here before the DRS is even activated. But now, just for good measure, he does have the DRS rear wing wide open. But
Rapid Owen was very loose there.
Very, very weavy easy. Getting all loosey-goosey down the straight. Was that potentially too much weaving?
Finally caught up to Yeetnana as well. Checkball's in this fight for P6. Yellow flags, that's Titch retiring from the session. That's a safety car.
That's a full safety car. And Titch actually lost it here on the exit of Rouge.
That's not a place where you want to crash, at least in real life.
And I wonder here, now we are on lap 12. Will anyone opt in to go on the a new set of compounds, folks? We'll have a little look here at the as Harv does stay out. He gets track position.
Yeah, but will he get track position?
But will he actually? Yeah, he's.
If those cars ahead are coming out the pit lane, he won't get track position over. You won't get track position.
Blurb out on Inters.
Inters actually.
Oh no!
That rain could be coming, but
I don't think it's gonna be enough for them to work.
Very, very cloudy, but I don't think it's gonna come soon enough. I think Blunt's with the wrong strategy called check ball into the pit lane, Yeetnana and pit lane, Brad's into the pit lane.
So he's not done it now.
And it started raining.
It started raining.
And they're gonna have to do at least until I believe lap 13 or 14 on the pit lane, if it continues to rain and it gets even harder, we could see those who
Has Blurb just big brain Vossi on the soft, Rabble's on the softs.
Vossi into the intermediate tire, and Rabble actually jumps Vossi in the pit lane. CRF Red Panda actually staying out on the hards. He's going to come to regret that. This is Blurb's race to lose pretty much, because there is so much spray.
This is crazy. It's very damp out here. It is very damp now. We are approaching the bus stop chicane. The safety car will be going in the pit lane here now, so we'll be on Kai Parker to get this race restarted, folks. We'll have telemetry on just to see when he does opt in to go, but I wouldn't be surprised if he waits to the very last second, just due to those the dampness of the track.
And I think Kai and Rapid Owen both faked going to the pit lane, but didn't work out properly.
Kai's off. Kai
has
has started. I want to stick on board here with Blurb. He's got a disastrous restart here. Sorry, a very good restart, rather. Oh, he's got a position already over Harv on those old soft soft compounds. Kai and both Rabadon having really serious issues going through the turn 1. Now Blurb also do is actually avoid.
Back out. He doesn't want to go side by side into over Radion.
And I think that's very intelligent. Now he does get a move over Kai Parker. His next victim will be Rabadon going through the DRS zone number 2. Yeet Nananai has retired from the session, going through a Rouge.
Those yellow flags mean Blurb can't make the move right now, otherwise he's at risk of a legal overtake.
But the yellow flags do come down. Blurb gets a move over Kai Parker, and now he has Rabadon on his sights. All he has to do now is trying to avoid Rabadon as much as he can. He gets Rabadon's holding up Blurb in behind, but Blurb has been very aggressive here, folks, with these overtakes. And Kai Parker has retired from the session. Blurb has made the move over Rabadon and actually got P1 on track. Now, was it a little bit too forced going through that third second? You may be able to say that. Bradson Gaming getting a move over Rabadon and moving up to P2. Now Rabadon may be at risk here of losing P3 as well against Checkball. Checkball going very wide, and Rabadon doing an absolute best. The first to try and keep it on the track, but also try and hold all these drivers as well. Ramo in P3! He's in P3! What is happening? He's found himself from P13 to P3 with no setup. What a dramatic endless race, folks. This has been an insane result here, folks.
It's not the end yet. We've still got one more lap, and we've got a Ramo chasing down Bradson Gaming, and Blurp leading this race with a 3-second time penalty. He needs to pull 5 tenths to Bradson Gaming right now.
Holy guacamole, folks. Holy guacamole. We are approaching the final lap here. Blurp has just pulled.
We did see one driver pit at the end of the safety car, and that one driver was a Rabble. So Rabble's on the intermediate tires, and he's already caught up to Red Panda, who stayed out on the hards. Surely we're going to have to see people pick. It's way too late to stay out on the softs. Even if you lose the time in the pit lane, you're at risk of losing it into the wall if you don't pit.
If you look at the pace of Rabble 1, he's the only car at the back there did pit really late. The amount of time.
Off track on his soft tires.
Harv's pitted. Vossi is struggling to keep it on track. Rabble is doing his absolute best to try and avoid that mobile chicane of Vossi on the soft compounds. So he does get the move done, move himself up to P6, and now Rabble will be chasing Rabadon to try and take P5.
But we've seen Blurp. He's pulled a 3-second gap to Bradson Gaming, and I don't want to jinx this here, but if Blurp wins this race, that is his first ever podium in CBRL. He's never been on the podium before outside of pre-season, but he got the P3 or the P2.
And Harv has got a 5-second time penalty. 5-second penalty rather. From cross the pit lane exit on the white line.
Now, Rabble's going to be fighting down Rapid Owen, and Rapid Owen won't have a lot of grip. Rabble will have so much grip on the intermediate tyres compared to him.
Like, can Rabble 1 make up, 9 seconds, or 8.7 seconds?
Well, he's already just made up 1.6 seconds in 3 corners. It's going to be very close.
It will be very close.
He's made up a bit of time to Branson Gaming, but it's not enough yet. Going to be very close at the end here, obviously. But
we have Mighty King in the chat saying Blurp absolutely cooked. He did cook. He's now 4.6 seconds behind. Sorry, Rabble 1's 4.4 seconds behind Rapid Owen.
Ramo went off track at turn 16, 17, I believe that is. So now through Blanchemont here, Bradson is going to maintain the position over Ramo, but Blurp's now coming to the end of the track.
Blurp is approaching the bus stop chicane. Absolutely cooked on the safety car reset. Will approach the start finish line to take his first ever victory here, folks, in CBRL.
First ever podium,
first ever victory podium. And Rabble 1 getting the position over Rabadon and moving himself to the P6. Bradson Gaming in P2. Rambo with a terrific recovery here.